Good morning, everyone. Guess what I just did? I just knocked myself in the head with my light stand. Just put some concealer on to cover that. Hope it's not too much of a distraction for you. It's fine. I'm fine. It's all good. You know, whatever. It's a tiny, tiny thing on my forehead. Who cares? So I've got most of my makeup on, and the products that I'm wearing today, most of them are products that I'm considering decluttering. I have already considered the blush situation, and if you go over to Instagram, you'll see which one I chose. You'll see some photos and swatches and things like that. But just to keep it brief, I've already decided to declutter the ink blush in don't know, whatever that color is, very bright pink, and I'm keeping the Maybelline Master Glaze in Pink Fever. You can see that's the Pink Fever on the back of my hand. I used my double-ended brush, and that seemed to give me the effect that I like. This one peeled. It's gone. It's going. Goodbye. This one I think I can also wear as a lipstick, so I'll get a bit more use out of it. So it can stay. It can stay for the time being. Other products on my face today. I've got my Revlon BB Photo Ready BB cream, which I love. That's my sunscreen today. It's an SPF 30. I wear the shade light medium, I think it's called, medium. Anyway, medium. And I've got the Revlon 3X Advanced Foundation in True Beige. I'm having trouble getting that shade now. Hope it's not being discontinued. Anyway, they are the foundation products. They are some of my favorites. They are tried and true, and I thought it would give the other products the best chance to perform if I used stuff that I already know and like and trust. The highlighter situation there is the Flower Beauty Liquid Highlighter Spotlight in Gleam. It's one of those poofy components. And I've got to say, it's really messy. I've cleaned it up. I've actually cleaned that up. And I think, I don't know what possessed me to buy this particular shade. I think it's just too cool tone for me. I've put it on under the blush today to try and tone it down a bit, to tone that grayness down a bit in my skin, the effect of it, because, anyway, it's counterintuitive really, but, and I used a lot less. And if you're not quick with this stuff, it dries and you cannot move it. That's probably the biggest complaint I have, the packaging, the messiness of the component, and the fact that it dries down super, super fast, which may be great for those that like the big stripes, but that is definitely not me, not with all this texture over here particularly. I'm going to clean it properly with some alcohol, and I'm going to pass it on to someone with a different skin tone to me, I think, and see if they like it, because these are actually really hard to get. Go to Chemist Warehouse, they're nearly always sold out, so I'm sure someone else might like it. And I'm much preferring the Emco Beauty ones, and so much so I've bought all the colors now. So there you are. That tells you something about that. And I won't be buying any more of those because I just am not in love with it. So that is going, but it's being passed on to somebody. Now on my eyes so far, ignore the brows. I've just done my usual brow stuff today. I've got some shadow on, and it's this, the L'Oreal Oil Eyeshadow, and I can't tell you the shade, because once you peel the label off the front to open it, it disappears. Oh, excuse the coffee machine. Speaking of coffee, I'm just going to have another sip. It's doing its auto clean thing. It's a beautiful shade, but it's blue and it's icy. And there it is. Okay. So it's sort of looking quite purple in the camera there. That's what it looks like on my eyes. Like, that's just one quick wash of colour. I don't think it's creasing. I don't know. No, this formula For mature eyes, if you want to wear shimmer, this is amazing. It does not crease, but it's this shade. If you want a beautiful creaseless shimmer shade, go and get this one in the Venus. Oh, chef's kiss. So, when do I wear blue eyeshadow? Periwinkle blue eyeshadow in a, shimmer. Maybe if I was going to an 80s party or a 60s party. I don't know. It's really hard because I really love the formula. Functionality here is very important to me. How many people ask me for blue eyeshadow? Like one person in the last year. And I don't use them anyway because this is my collection. So I don't know what to do. You tell me. Should I keep it? Should I get rid of it? Is it on trend? I don't know. The eyeliner. Oh boy. 2 weeks I've had this. It's already practically dried out. It feels like it's empty. And before I put this on, I had to sit here and shake for at least 2 minutes just to get any stuff into the felt tip. Now, I don't mind the applicator. I don't mind that it's fat. I don't mind that the felt tip is quite chunky. I don't mind any of those things because I've got some arthritis in my fingers, so it actually kind of helps to put it on. But it's already starting to fade. The color is fading. It's gone patchy. And also the color of it is not my preference. It's very milk chocolate, as opposed to dark chocolate. And I quite like a dark chocolate liner, having, the discoloration on the edge of the lids, etc. And also, my love of mascara and dramatic lashes, etc. They tone in better when I'm wearing a dark chocolate eyeliner, which, like the Rimmel Glam Eye is my absolute favorite, or the L'Oreal Pro one with the gold packaging. Also very nice shade. I'm going to take this back to Target. I think this is an example of where sometimes brands or shops that, are trying to reduce waste, and I applaud that, of course, where they need to actually take a bit more care with the sanitary situation, keeping their products sanitary, because I think this has been opened and maybe even used in the store, and I've been putting it on my eyelids for 2 weeks, and I think it's just dried out in store. Now, if they did what Wet n Wild do and put their products inside like a card and have a hanging system, and it makes it harder for you to, rip open the thing and use it in the shop. The Essence stand at my local Target is ravaged constantly, and I won't buy eyeshadows or anything there because I'm like, I can see fingerprints in them. Yuck. So I think this is a case of that. So I'm going to take this back and I'm going to mention to them, I know we all hate it, the sticky tape around here, but maybe they need to think of something somehow that they can stop people opening the packaging, or at least slow them down, because this is an eyeliner. This needs to be kept fresh, along with mascaras. This is a particularly sensitive area on people's faces, and there's no security tags or anything, because it's like $6. So I'm taking that one back. I've still got the receipt. I've only had it 2 weeks. Yeah. Now, I'm going to put this on right now. This is a mini of the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. Funny tube for a start. I'm often confused by which end is the wand and which end is the where the product is. So it is a mini. It's really dry. I've only had this open, and it actually came in a plastic little blister pack thing. I've actually only had it open for about a month, and it's already dried out. And it goes on dry, and I have to keep dipping in and dipping in and dipping in. I know it's only a mini. I know I'm not going to get, 6 months out of it. But I would expect it to still be semi-moisture, have some moisture left in it after 3-4 weeks. And look, it's just average, and I'll tell you what, yesterday I put it on the lower lash line, and for the first time, I can't even remember the last time this happened, the mascara transferred down here. And I can't even tell you, as I said, I can't tell you when the last time that happened to me. Now, I don't always wear mascara on the lower lash line. That is true. But I'm pretty sure I know how to put mascara on. But this, I know what I did. I sprayed some setting spray, which I'm going to come to in a moment. And that might have been the problem, actually, not the mascara. But the mascara just ended up down here. Wow. See, look, that's just completely dry. And I'm pumping away in this tube here. And I'm just like, I don't know. The wand is just a traditional brush. It's kind of long and fat. No, I don't care. I don't care either way. I'm not obsessed about the shape and size of brushes and bristles and things when it comes to mascara. I just want it to be effective. Sorry about that. The phone just did something funny. Okay. It's fine. It's, average. But will I pay Sephora? Who sells Tarte? Sephora, I think. Will I pay Sephora prices, high-end prices, for an average mascara? Absolutely not. You can get an excellent mascara, Essence, for example, for $8 at Target. You can get, Maybelline make terrific mascaras for what, $12? I've only got one L'Oreal mascara. I'm not hugely fond of their mascaras, but Essence and Maybelline make terrific. That is just so dry. So dry. Kind of makes the blue eyeshadow look a bit better, doesn't it? Because it's, the black with the pale, the light dark with the pale. And look, there's this huge chunk on the end of it, like just dried out chunk. Reminds me of like when my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara started to dry out, and I'd be like, no, don't dry out. Because back then, that was the best of the best. And now there's so many more good ones. So much, even ones that you buy at the chemist that are heaps better than that. So you don't need to pay $50. Says she whose favourite mascara is MAC Stack. It is my favourite mascara. And I love it. And I keep buying them. But that's me. I like the effect. So there it is. Has it transferred up to the top? No, it hasn't. Has it transferred down to the bottom? No. And I think that's because I've powdered under my eyes. And I didn't use any of these powders that I'm considering decluttering there. I have used them elsewhere, but not there. I used my delightful Moira translucent powder, the Set and Correct loose setting powder, and I used the pink to set under the eyes today. This is sensational. Cosmetic Capital. Get some of this. It's like a dupe for the Guerlain one, I think. It's so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Right, what else do we have to do? Oh yes, I did put some of this on. I used this as my concealer today. I had to mix it with another colour because it's a bit yellow. Oh, controversial. I'm saying I don't like the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer anymore. Shock horror. What? Someone doesn't like a NARS complexion product? Not anymore. She's gone so dry. I have to keep adding jojoba oil on my hand and mixing and blah, blah, blah. Who's got time for that? what's this, nearly 50 bucks or something now, when you can buy really good ones. The L'Oreal True Match, the L'Oreal Infallible, great concealer, full coverage of course. My shade is Cafe au Lait Light 34. Got to mix it with something to take the dryness off, and got to mix it with a lighter shade to make it work now. Yes, I'm going to keep it. Of course I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to use it up somehow. Okay, it's staying. So far, what have we gotten rid of? This one, and this one's going in the bin. Yeah. Okay, so 4 things are going so far. Keeping this one, keeping NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. Oh, I'll have to wait till the end of the video to decide on that. I just don't know. Right, powders. Oh dear, this is sad. I literally just bought this the other day. I was going to do a fun makeup video with it. It had a beautiful leopard print. You can just see the remnants of the leopard print with the pink there. It's a BYS blush and bronze in Wild Thing. I wouldn't say it was anything like a blush. There's no blush effect whatsoever. It's basically a pressed powder, and it's okay as a bronzer. I'm wearing it here. I've got it there. It's sort of contoury. I'm going to keep that. It was $3 maybe, $4, and you can get BYS from Cosmetic Capital and Kmart. The component's kind of hard to open, but it does snap shut. You know what these budget makeup components tend to be like, they break really quickly. But I've had this for a week, 2 weeks max, and I got no blush out of it. First time I put it on, it just went grey, a clump of grey on my face. I used too much. So it is pigmented. It's got some serious pigment in it. And I'm going to keep it because it has a function. It does serve a purpose. I can use it as an eyeshadow too, which I often do with bronzers. So that one can stay for now. A lot of kick up. You know, $4, what do you reasonably expect? Powders. Controversial. Ooh. e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I don't see any halo glow at all in this. False advertising e.l.f. And the Fit Me in light medium is way too dark for me. Way too dark. And I'm a light medium skin tone. And I feel like it's just too yellow, and the damn lid is so tricky. Okay, so it's actually like a banana powder. All right, I'm going to put some on. Let's put some on. Okay, let's get the, all right, so there's some in there, that sort of thing. It's like the Moira component, but this powder is nowhere near as good as that. I mean, so many people go mad for this powder. I'll just do one side of the face with it. What is it doing? Is it blurring? Is it mattifying? Is it too yellow? It's taken all my blush out. It's got too much pigment in it. It's too dark for me. Okay, this one is hard to get product out of. And there's no glow. You can see it's basically the same shade as the other one. So probably too dark for me as well. I've tapped off the brush. Can you see any difference between the two? I cannot. So which one do I pick? All right, which one have I got less of? It's hard to say. All right, they're both going to stay for the time being, but I'm not going to be able to use them probably until summer again. That's annoying. All right, I'm going to reserve judgment on those two. They may well not, they won't probably survive the next declutter. We'll see. Right, lipstick. The only one I have to declutter, and this makes me very sad, is the Australis Girl Boss in Sweetheart. I've only had this about 7 months, and it took me ages to find this color because I was trying to find a color match for a beautiful liquid lipstick. Whose was it? Was it L'Oreal's? Anyway, I used to have it and I loved it, and I could never find the same shade. This is not exactly the same shade, but it's a beautiful shade, but it's off. It smells off. It smells chemically, and it was sealed up when I bought it from Priceline, so I'm really sad that the shelf life is so poor on this lip gloss, this liquid lip. And I now don't know if I'm going to buy another one, because I'm like, I've got one in my cart at present, and I'm like, but it went off. It went off so fast. And I love Australis. I've worn Australis makeup since I was a teenager. Their lipsticks were legend. Still are, to me. So I don't know what to do. I have to throw it out because it's gone off. It tastes terrible, it smells terrible. I'm going to have to take it off my lips now because that's yucky. I don't know. I have to send Australis a message and ask them about that, because I've only had it, I haven't even had it a year. Nowhere near a year. More like half a year. That's very sad. That's very sad. I'm just going to put some of my Essence Milky Way gloss on. Pumping. Because it tastes good, like licorice. Take away that chemically, that rancid taste. Definitely not decluttering that one. Have trouble getting it, so yeah. Okay, what's left? Yes. Setting sprays. Brand new. Bought this. I've had this 2 weeks. And this thing, Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Luminizing Setting Spray Radiant Finish. Geez, they're not kidding about the radiant finish. I look like the freaking Tin Man with this on. And you got to shake it because it's got like oil and water, and you need to sort of, but the thing, it stinks. It stinks. I thought it was just, and I've used a lot of it, as you can see, and I thought, what's going on here? But it's gone off so fast. This is really hard to get to. Anything from Flower Beauty is hard to get. If you go to Chemist Warehouse, like the stands are always half empty because people go nuts for Flower Beauty because of all the dupe hype. It's got a beautiful mist. A beautiful mister, but it smells like old chipped fat. I haven't had it that long. It's like they've got a rose scent in it to try and mask the chip oil smell, the rancid. No. All right, give that a moment. You'll see what I mean about the Tin Man. And this one, tiny bottle, like $9, waste of money. can't believe Essence is charging that, actually. It's actually a good last, it has a good last on it. It does make your makeup last. I don't know whether 18 hours, because I never wear makeup that long, but it is matte and it is waterproof. I know that because I've, wet my face and the makeup stayed on. But the mist is terrible. If you saw my Essence, full face of Essence, it's really, really wet. It comes out very aggressively. It's a tiny bottle. It doesn't have a pleasant smell. It's like not a fine mist. Very wet. And I've gotten better at using it now, because that's why I took my face a bit further back, so that I haven't got big blotches of water or whatever's in there on that face. I don't know if you can see the Tin Man effect from that spray now, but it just smells bad. Oh, that cut's kind of gross. Sorry about that. That's dried down. It's a bit sticky, but yeah, I'm going to have to throw it out, because I think the oil in it, whatever oil is in it, is off. Primrose oil. Okay. It's gone off. And I think it was off from the get-go. Or is that how it smells? It doesn't smell pleasant to me. I'd go for, I can't believe I'm about to say this, I'd go for the Makeup Revolution Glow and Fix over this thing. And I cannot stand Makeup Revolution mostly. All the stuff that I've had of theirs, I've gotten rid of because it was bad. But their Glow and Fix is better than this stuff. Oh, Flower Beauty, you're killing me. Sorry, Drew. And I love Drew Barrymore. We're the same age. I feel like Drew and I have some sort of kindred spirit thing going on, because she's, anyway, I've just always loved her ever since E.T. And I saw E.T. when I was, that age. So, right. So that is going. That's in the going pile. I'm going to tip it out, I guess. To go outside and tip it outside on the dirt somewhere. This is just going to have to get thrown out, because what can you do with a lipstick that's gone off? I'm so sad about that one. I really don't want to do that. The eyeshadow, I'm going to keep it. And the powders, I might pass this one on. I'm going to give this to somebody, because it's clean, it doesn't come into contact with eyes or skin or anything like that, so I'm going to pass that on to someone. So the Fit Me powder and the Flower Beauty Spotlight Beam Gleam thing are going to be passed on, cleaned up and passed on. I'm keeping that one as well. Am I going to keep this? Yes. I'm going to keep this, and I'm probably going to take this with me when I travel, and then it'll be done and I won't buy it ever again. Right. That is that, folks. Thank you for sitting here with me with my busted up forehead. How hilarious is that? I better put some panthen on that. And I hope you have a really terrific day. Do you like this headband? Isn't it funny? The colouring of it. It's like, that's as much yellow as I can put near my face, I reckon. I got this at Kmart. I have lots of these. I love them. I'm wearing what t-shirt am I wearing? Midnight Oil today. Midnight Oil Resist, their latest album. So, have a great day, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.